So here I am in my garage at home, just the garage that I work out in. Got no fancy equipment, no mics, no special video camera, and this is my attempt at setting up a YouTube channel. And the reason behind it is I knew this would happen. My mind's just gone blank. Okay, so all I have here is a cup of coffee in my garage. All right, my name's Michael, and I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've had 10 years of broken sobriety, 10 years of falling in and out of alcoholism and back to drink and drugs and gambling. Gambling and alcoholism is the two worst things in there. Drugs come and go, but it's mostly gambling and alcohol. And like I say, I've been bouncing in and out of it for 10 years now, and I said I need to do something more about it. I needed some accountability for myself and for other people, so I decided to set up a YouTube channel. It's going to be called Strength in Serenity, and it's a 12 rep program. Now 12 reps have actually got nothing to do with, well, they do have to do with exercise, because I am a personal trainer and a coach. But we'll talk about that another time, okay? But the basis of this channel is to reach out to people like myself who need accountability, who need strength, who need guidance, and trying to come to terms and get over their addictions, alcoholism, gambling, and drug addiction. And it's not easy. It's not easy. There is meetings, there's sources and places people can go to, but sometimes it's not always that easy. But the foundation of this channel will be AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. That's the foundation and the principles of that, which is the backbone. And the backbone of how I got sober. Yeah, I did get a few years of taking nothing, but I slipped back into it. And now I need to do something again. So it's one more go. We always have one more chance. We always have another chance left in the tank. We probably have a lot of rock bottoms, many rock bottoms, and we always get up again. So it's never too late. And again, this is a two-way door system. So I'm going to be open. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to lay myself and my story out on a slab for people to either identify with and give me feedback, or who will just sit and listen. I say the backbone of it and the principles will be the Alcoholics Anonymous. And this is the big book. Now, I don't know what your views are on AA or GA, Gamblers Anonymous, or NA, Narcotics Anonymous. I don't know what your views are on. Some people think it's very cultish. It's like a cult. But it is one of the only places you can go to where every single person in that room knows what you're going through and knows what you've been through and can identify with your story. It's the only place. It's the only place. Now, you might know people out there, or even yourself, who've paid to go to a rehab centre. I went to a rehab centre, but it was based on this principle of AA. I went to this rehab centre and I came out, right? And the work only started when I came out, because you have to surround yourself like people who are going through the same shit. If you don't surround yourself with people who are going through the same shit and can support you, and you just walk back out into life, haven't put the glass down or haven't put the drugs down, at some point life's going to get on top of you again, and you might slip back into it. So AA, NA, and GA is the only places, and there's other anonymous stuff for whatever addiction is out there. There is something, but it's the only place where I wasn't judged. It's the only place where people could identify with my story every time I went in, or I could identify with something, and that got me through every day that I did get through. And my problem was why I started to slip and fall back into drinking and drugs again was I stopped going to my meetings. I lost faith in it. I lost faith in it, and that was my own fault because I wasn't putting the work in. I'm tired of it now. As I say, I've broken sobriety for 10 years and I'm gradually slipping back into it again. And it's getting a hold of me. And my problem is I'm a secret drinker. I'm in a relationship. I live with a beautiful, beautiful girl. And we have a beautiful 17-month-old daughter. And I have beautiful children, but nobody fucking knows I'm drinking. Because I'm able to cover it up. And that's the scary thing. It's the scary thing is that I'm able to cover it up every night. And it's getting worse. And it's affecting my life. And I'm a personal trainer, I'm a coach. I'm supposed to be leading by example and I'm starting to struggle now. And also, which I'll talk about another time, is I have ADHD, okay, which means focus and following things through and staying focused. It makes things very, very difficult. It makes it very difficult. I'm either 100% in until I get bored and it all falls apart, or I actually no interest whatsoever in things. And that's something we'll talk about again on down the line. So with this channel, I want to open the doors to people out there who are willing and want to break this, who are willing to say, follow steps, the 12-step principles, and one of them just going, I've had enough. I can't do this no more. And well, each time I'm going to read something from the book. There's loads of chapters, and there's so much you can identify with. I'm going to read a chapter every day. And through the process of this channel, I'm going to bring an exercise, my own exercise. I'm not looking for anybody to do it, just my own exercise and what I do each day, my own things to keep me accountable and keep it in the day, because I can't think away down the line no more. I have to keep it in the day. Thinking away down the line became too much hard work. So that's where I'm at. Each day I will read something from the big book. I'll tell you about myself a wee bit more and tell you how my progress is. And I would really like people to subscribe to this. I've done so much since I tried to get sober. I've done so much. I've set up Instagram channels. I've set up Facebook accounts, all about fitness. And it's always about getting strong, getting fit, and working out and losing weight. And nothing of that there was helping me. None of it was helping me. It was about likes and feedback and validation. None of it done me any favours. So I recently, the last few days, I haven't drank now in 5 days, okay? One day at a time. I haven't drank 5 days, and this is what my bridge is going to be. I've cleaned the house. I'm going to get rid of Facebook accounts I don't need. I'm going to get rid of Facebook pages that are no good to me. I'm going to get rid of my Instagram fat loss shit. All right, and the only thing I want to work on is this for now. Okay, where I don't need validation, where I don't need to get people's likes or people to DM me about weight loss programs. I'm just going to be open and as transparent as possible, and hopefully that transparency helps other people, because I just fucking want to help other people get sober, give up drugs, give up gambling. Gambling's a fucking nightmare. Sorry about my language. Gambling is one of the worst now because it's so fucking shut. People don't know who the gambler is. You can stumble out of a bar, bull locked, and people think that person's got a drinking problem, or you haven't got a whiskey every night or a glass of wine every night. But nobody sees the gambling, and that's another one. And I felt in the circles of AA and NA and GA, they were very polarizing. You went to one, but you weren't sort of open up about something in that. Like in NA, I couldn't really talk about gambling. In gambling, I couldn't really talk about drinking. It was touched on. So they were very separate. I don't want them to be separate. Addiction is addiction. And to accept the principles of AA, you have to accept yourself that you're powerless over it. And that's the big step. But don't get me wrong. In those 10 years of broken sobriety, I've done a lot. I went back to school. I got an education. I done a foundation degree in alcohol and drug misuse. I also became a personal trainer and also went on to be what's called a GP referral personal trainer, which means I cover 15 conditions from osteoporosis right through to type 2 diabetes and help people get fit. So I've done a lot, but I've been living almost a double life as well. And that's not happiness. I have a 15, or sorry, my daughter's 17 months old, and 2 hours ago we were down in a little beach where I live, and we were digging up shells and throwing them in the sand. I was looking at her and going, my other daughter's 25, my other daughter's 32. I miss so much of their lives for drinking, even though I was there. I wasn't there. I miss so much of their lives for drinking. I don't want it to happen again. I have a great relationship with my family, and I don't want my daughter, Willow, missing out because I can't beat this, so I want to beat it. But I just put her to sleep there now. She was fighting, and she's learning so many words, but she was fighting. She didn't want to sleep, so I rock her, and I love rocking her to sleep. But just today, I just felt that connection with her that was amazing. And the tide was out, and the waves were crashing in, and she was just wandering around picking up shells, and we were digging holes and put them in, and there was birds on the beach. And it was beautiful. It's a beautiful life. Sobriety promises so much. So much. But you have to fight for it. And that's why I've set up this channel. Strength in Sobriety, the 12-rep program. So if you think this is something you might like, please subscribe or just leave a wee comment. Or if you think there's somebody out there who might benefit from this, I don't know, if you pass it on, nobody likes being told they have a problem, but maybe push it in their directions. My name's Michael, and let's do this. Now, at the end of all AA meetings, there's what's called the Serenity Prayer, and it's there for a reason. So I will end each session with saying it, and it goes like this. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So help me God. Now, please don't get bogged into the God. I'm agnostic. There is a higher power that has to help me, and I have to give up to it. So that's the God, so don't let that put you off. 1 foot in front of the other, okay? Thanks.